3, 2, 1. Wow. Wow. It actually does have launch control. Dang. That is awesome. CSL. M4 CSL. Can you imagine? Welcome back, everyone. Today we have a 2023 BMW 430i xDrive convertible. As always, we're going to check out its exterior, interior, take it for a test drive, do some 0 to 60 tests with Dragy, and I will share my summary and impressions with you at the very end of the video. Let's start her up. you can hear the turbo spool up. When I press the gas a bit, isn't that cool? All right, let's start setting up Dragy. Alrighty, let's plug it in. And let's get started. I love the visibility in this convertible. You got these long windows, great mirrors. I was also super impressed by how comfortable this convertible is on long trips. Took this car all the way to Frostburg yesterday and back, and I gotta tell you this, after the 4.5 hour drive, I was not tired at all. There's just something about BMW seats and the suspension that never makes you tired, never makes you nauseous. Absolutely wonderful.
Speed camera reported ahead. Speed camera reported ahead.
You gotta love driving by Volkswagen dealerships. It's like the employee cars that you see here. Ooh la la. Look at that. You'd really think, do they really like Volkswagen or not? This is what always gets me about a lot of the people that work for these brands, is that they will advertise you a car, you walk in there like, yeah, this is the best car you can buy, and then you walk out into the parking lot and you see them driving M3 competitions, and you're asking yourself, huh, are those actually good cars, or are they trying to fool me, you know? For some reason we're still on low stats. Let's retry this. Okay, finally we got some satellites. That's good. Okay. One thing I've also noticed about this 4 Series is that the transmission here is very adaptive. So you can actually train it to respond to your inputs. So scenario that I was having is when I was going 30 miles an hour and I was to put the pedal down, not all the way to the kick down switch, but like 90% down. The car would stay in 3rd gear all the time. But after I trained it a few times with the kick down switch, and I pressed the pedal 90% of the way without using kick down, it downshifted to 2nd at 30 miles an hour. So it pretty much learned how I wanted to respond. And driving this 4 Series on the highway is an absolute pleasure. There's lots of power, there's lots of torque everywhere, at high speeds, at low speeds, throughout the whole drive on I-70, I-60, if you know what kind of roads I'm talking about. But those are big, fast interstates with lots of curves. I had no issue completing any maneuver I wanted. I had lots of power reserve everywhere. So if you're not looking to take this car on a track and you don't want to win drag races against high performance cars, I don't even know if there's a need to get the M440i. If you just get the coupe version of this, which is almost 400 pounds lighter, I can't imagine how quick that is, because this feels very quick to me. And if you learn how to modulate the throttle correctly off the line, it rockets out. The best way here is actually to not mash the pedal all the way down from the start, but to give it about 40 to 50% of sharp input, like boom, let it get up to 20 miles an hour and then you floor it. That way you eliminate a bigger delay off the line. And it's actually more quick than just flooring it. But we're gonna find that out today. Once we get to our Mexico strip, we're gonna see how she gets up there. We're gonna try, as always, without launch control first, and then we're gonna try and simulate launch control, because I don't think that this car is actually equipped with it. This is not the M Sport package, so it may not necessarily have that feature built in, but we can still simulate it and it will work just fine. That LS400 is getting playful. They are quite peppy cars. They have some good torque to them, but we have a straightaway, so let's see how it goes. All right, so Dragy's working. I know this is going to be a little bit uphill, but we're still going to try and do a 0 to 60 test, see what happens. We'll see what she does. Again, these are not going to be the best times today, obviously. This is just a warm-up. The Lexus is probably going to gun it. That's my guess. But let's see. Alrighty. 6.49 seconds off idle. We didn't even press it that hard. I pressed it maybe halfway down and then added full throttle. But still 6.49 with no launch control uphill. I think that's a great number. Yeah, almost 3% uphill. The Lexus is still trying to catch up. All right, let's do our first run, see what we got. Yeah, this is a flying up. This is a quick convertible, I gotta tell you that. I've also noticed a lot of people get really intimidated with this car. Like, for some reason you're driving normally and then you see someone trying to race away from you and cut you off or brake check you. It's honestly amazing. I was driving yesterday and there's this Hyundai Kona or something. No, not Kona. What is that model? It was like, I forgot the name of that model, but it was driving and going like 30 miles an hour in a 40, and I passed it. And the driver got so offended, started flashing me. I was like, whoa, bro, relax. All right, let's do it. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. .14. All right, let's take a look at the results. So we got 6.14 0 to 60. That's no boost, nothing, just
Red light camera ahead.
Just a regular pedal to the metal. 9.3 1/8 mile at 79 miles an hour. Excellent result. And then the quarter mile came in at 14.25. And the track speed is actually, well, you can see it here. It's in the triple digits, 100.21. Those are great results, but we can definitely do better. Most of the biggest factor that contributed to the time here was actually the start itself, because it was a little bit delayed. There's a little pause. But this time, we're gonna eliminate that pause. So thus far, on a base 3 Series all-wheel drive, my best time has been 13.5 at 101. That is my best record on that car. And let's note that this is a heavier car, much heavier. It's, I think, at least heavier by a couple hundred pounds than the all-wheel drive 3 Series. If this car can do somewhere around that same time, or even 0.2 off, I think that would be amazing. But now let's check the accuracy of the speedometer, see where it's at. There's lots of mid-range torque here. So at 70 miles an hour, 71, 72, we're traveling 70 at 73, I think. Yeah, 70 at 73. So there's about a 3 mile per hour discrepancy, which isn't bad at all. It's similar to what other German cars are at. And the reason why BMW does that is, for people who don't know this, is that if they're driving somewhere and the speed limit is 70, right? And they're going 87 by the speedometer, and then they see a cop and they hit the brakes. Well, the nice thing is they're not actually going 86, they're going 83. So it's not going to be as bad as if they were going exactly 86 or 87. It's helpful. Well, this time we're gonna shut off the climate system. You know, save those few extra ponies. I really don't think it makes any difference, and I believe the car actually shut off the AC when you floor it, but just to be safe. For convertible, this also has an excellent U-turn radius. Like, look at this. Glides right in. All right, let's get started. Okay, reset the Dragy. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Wow. It actually does have launch control. 5.3. Let's review the times now. So we did 0 to 60 in 5.35 seconds, verified. For a convertible with this much weight, this is 4,000 pounds. Okay, so the 1/8 mile came in 8.7 at 80 miles an hour, and the quarter mile came in at 13.66 at 100.93, so almost 101. Very, very close to the 3 Series. But to be fair, today's a much warmer day than when I tested the 3 Series. So if the DA was negative, not positive as now, and the conditions were better, I could definitely see a 13.4, 13.5 out of this car easily. I wouldn't even doubt it. But the conditions that we have are the conditions that we have, so I think these are stellar times for a 4,000 pound convertible with 250 horsepower. Gosh, now this guy accelerates. You gotta be freaking kidding me, man. What is up with these people? You know, this is what really annoys me personally in Maryland, in the Virginia area, is that whenever you're driving a car like this, 4 Series, just a nice BMW in general, people get so intimidated by this. They start just trying to do everything to make life harder for you. You know, you show your blinker, and they're like, nope, we're not gonna let you. So if you want to quickly merge, you're probably better off just doing the maneuver as quickly and just easily as you can, because if you start doing the nice way, the blinker, the calm maneuver, people are just start to block you. And then when you pass them, you still get around them. They get really intimidated. So, but anyway, that aside, let's talk more about the handling, the comfort, the performance we already touched on. I think has got amazing performance. If you want more performance, you got the M440i, which is a rocket, and then you have the M3, I'm sorry, the M4 competition. Yes, you can tune them, get into the 9-second quarter-mile range, and etc., etc. So it just really depends on what you need. But personally, this is more than you really would want for, you know, for 95% of the people out there. Let me guess, that's another plate. Yeah. I've been seeing a plate like almost every day now. They're everywhere. Gosh. Thank you, Subaru. Appreciate that. But yeah, as far as the handling goes, this car has stellar cornering and handling grip. You can go at a very high speed and take a corner in this BMW, and it's just a breeze. Like, just look at how easily it gets up to speed. I'm not even applying much throttle. For the freeway, you don't even need Sport Plus unless you want the stiffer suspension, because the comfort here is very responsive the way it is. A little tip of the throttle and you're going. And you don't even have to apply much. But the way this 4 Series handles, like I'm saying, it's so easy to maneuver. It is like a go-kart. Boom, boom, boom. And the way it turns, there's excellent weight balance. Oh, there's an M4 coming. This 4 Series has excellent balance, excellent brakes. There's no fade at all. So you can slow down from a high speed multiple times in a row, and you're not gonna feel any fade. Dang. That is awesome. CSL, M4 CSL, can you imagine? I've never seen one in real life. Wow. And he actually turned and looked. That is so awesome, because that car is so expensive. But that is a real race car. And if, to me, this feels like an amazing race car, can you imagine what that feels like? Geez, I would love to drive that car someday. His plates said CSL on them. But yeah, the handling, I give it a 10 out of 10. If you take this up a mountainous, curvy road like this, it's just a joy. It's just a joy to drive. The seats are incredible. I actually like these more than Volvo seats. Come on, man, merge already. Jeez. Let's check the U-turn radius one more time. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, the seats are incredible. The handling is incredible. This is just a perfected car. I could use the M package here just to have that extra thick steering wheel, and that would be just, you know, cream of the crop. But even in this setup, this is perfect. Ride quality is good.
Watch out.
If you are running run flats though, be careful, because they have this interesting resonance where when you're going in like 90, 95, the car gets very, very stiff, and I think it's because of these tires. But once you get past that speed, it feels smooth. And before that, it also feels smooth. I've noticed that with most of the run flats that I've driven, it's just that speed range for some reason causes them to be like extra rough. So the first thing that I would do on this car is I would put either Pirelli P0s or Michelin Pilot Sports, because that will change the car entirely. If it handles this well on run flats, just imagine how it's gonna be on actual proper tires. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. I love this car. I truly love it, honestly. Just the way it drives, just the materials here. Also, the fit and finish here is amazing. All the materials are soft touch, all high quality. And personally, I actually prefer the leather red option instead of the leather, because it is a little softer and it does not wear out as quickly as leather generally does. The screen is great, the infotainment is simple, easy to use. Highly recommend this car. So if you're looking for a convertible, a coupe of this class, look no further. This is the car. This is the one. Puts a smile on your face every moment you drive it. Anyways, that is all on our test drive today. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. There's gonna be lots of more content coming. And until next time.